Hey, this is Gabriel, product manager for the SaaS runner group of GitLab, and I'm gonna walk you through our 16.10 iteration planning issue. Super excited. Just to recap again, Runner SaaS is the group that hosts runners for GitLab.com. Currently, our portfolio is SaaS runners on Linux, GPU-enabled runners, and SaaS runners on Mac and Windows. Going back to the planning iteration issue, there's a few things that I want to highlight today for you. So first of all, there's the Cells 1.0 spike issue. So Cells is an initiative for all of GitLab to scale GitLab.com horizontally because we run at capacity issues eventually. And yeah, that will have impact on the SaaS runner group because we need to host runners and connect the runners to every of these cell instances or tenants. So that's something we are evaluating currently. It's something that the whole company does. Every group is evaluating the technical challenges that comes with this architecture. So that's our P1. Then moving up next is the cells iteration, CI steps, iteration 2. I've talked about CI steps before. So CI steps, the idea is that it's composable step templates that can be reused within a job. So basically you can build your job and pipeline configurations a bit like Lego bricks. The cool part about this, which gets me very excited, is you can also run them locally and kind of debug exactly what you want to do in a CI configuration. And you can really composite in a much more granular way than you can do right now. So that's something that will change how people use GitLab CI a lot. And for this iteration, what we want to do is our what we call iteration 2. It will be the support of the script keyword, which you're already using right now, because the generic step syntax would only allow for step to be used. So yeah, we want to support this syntactic sugar just to make it easier for folks to get started with steps and to know what they are already using. And then part 3 is Grid for GCP. In case you haven't heard of Grid before, Grid is our GitLab runner infrastructure toolkit. So it's a library of basically Terraform templates and modules that allows anybody to scale up runners as fast and easy as possible. The end goal of this is we want to support this GCP integration. And the GCP integration would allow users to scale up runners in GCP from the GitLab UI. So that's something we're very excited about because it really makes the whole self-managing runner part a lot easier, especially if you just want to get going quickly. And as like the backend part of this, one part of it is like the whole backend of actually scaling up and creating the runner in GCP. And the part that we are focused on is building the library basically that allows another automated mechanism to do that. So you can define your infrastructure as code with our Terraform templates. And yeah, that's basically it. And then on the maintenance side, we see a lot of usage on our small runners, which is great. So what we want to do is we want to scale horizontally because we see that on peak loads, we run close to capacity. That's something we want to avoid. We always want to stay within a healthy SLO. On top of that, you might have recently seen, I think in 16.8, we released publicly the GCP Secrets Manager integration. So customers now have multiple options on how to store their secrets, and the new one would be the GCP Secrets Manager. And we also want to support it natively on SaaS runners so that every customer on GitLab.com can natively use them and doesn't have to think about self-managing runners. We tried to do this before. I can just speak openly here. We had updated with the latest release, but then we saw a bug, so we had to re-roll or roll back our configuration. and we're currently investigating why runners. So the bug we saw is that there was some Docker failures with the new setup on the SaaS runner. So that's something we are currently figuring out, and then hopefully releasing the version soon. Yeah. You might have seen I've not talked too much about macOS today. We are planning to push out a macOS image with the latest Xcode version and some other version updates as soon as possible. But due to the shift of priorities and sales coming in, we cannot work on macOS GA right now, unfortunately. But if you have any feedback, any questions, feel free to always reach out. I'm super excited about the upcoming iteration and hear you guys soon. Ciao.